We already know that HomeKit is the smart home platform for people in the Apple ecosystem. But why don't they make more products that support HomeKit? Why don't they make a smart thermostat? Why don't they make a door lock? Why don't they make the lightbulb? These are all very good questions, and in today's video, we'll get that answered. Why doesn't Apple make more of their own smart home hardware? I've divided this video into 3 different chapters so that we can find out the answer to that very question. For those new to the channel, my name is Oram, and I started my smart home journey 3 years ago when I didn't know which smart home platform to choose from. I didn't know which smart doorbell was the best option. So I created this channel to help you create and design your ultimate smart home. Let's dive into today's video. Principle number 1 is going to be that you can't be everything to everyone. Apple's faced this dilemma before. When they launched the iPhone about 15 years ago, the iPhone was a revolutionary product. It changed and paved the way for the future of the smartphone. It had all your standard applications, it was an iPod, it was a mobile web browser, and it was a phone. But it was limited. The first version of the iPhone was good, but it wasn't great. It wasn't until the second edition of the iPhone 3G, that Apple unveiled its walled gardens. What do I mean by that? Apple allowed third-party developers to make different applications provided to the end consumer on the Apple App Store. This totally changed the game and the future of the iPhone. People were allowed to make software in terms of productivity, gaming, and the future and rising sensation of social media. This absolutely changed what a person could do with the iPhone, and it was Apple's best decision by far. Not only were they able to make 30% off applications made by the developers, it empowered iPhone users to have a better user experience, which is what they're all about. Apple's using the same strategy when it comes to HomeKit. They make the devices, they make the software, but they allow the experts in the field to make products. In my opinion, the iPhone wouldn't be as powerful as it is today without the addition of the App Store and empowering third-party developers to create applications for the iPhone. Principle number 2 is going to be that HomeKit is a 3-step puzzle. Allow me to explain. Step number 1 to the puzzle is that Apple provides the hardware. They provide the things that we touch, the iPhones, the Macs, the iPads, and they also provide the devices that empower us to join the HomeKit ecosystem. The HomePod Mini, the Apple TV. These are the devices that we can purchase from the store to become a part of the Apple ecosystem. These are the devices we interact with. And step number 2 is going to be the software. The software of these devices empower us to have a powerful user experience, to be able to do things with these physical devices and to manifest all the potential power of what we can do with the Apple devices through their software. It's the combination of their hardware and software that are best in class, that provide the best in class user experience for the end consumer. But we don't stop there. We need the third step to the puzzle, and that's going to be allowing third-party developers to allow us to use their products and applications. We must rely on these third parties for excellent products and excellent applications. If we allow Apple to focus on what they do best, making excellent hardware and excellent software, we can trust the experts in the designated fields to provide the best-in-class products and services. Think about it. Philips Hue makes the best light bulbs in the world. Lutron makes the best smart switches in the world, and Ecobee makes the best smart thermostats in the world. They've been working on these crafts for over 50 years. Let's trust the experts and use their products that can all be implemented within the Apple ecosystem. Principle number 3, the one thing. Author Gary Keller tells us in his book, The One Thing, that individuals and organizations should just focus on becoming great at one thing. With just one area of expertise and becoming great at that one area, with extreme focus, you can become a remarkable person or organization. All you need to do is one thing extremely well, and the rest will come. Gary Keller has a great quote from his book. It goes a little something like this. When you give your one thing your most emphatic yes and vigorously say no to the rest, extraordinary results become possible. And I couldn't agree more. I think Apple truly embodies the one thing presence. They do one thing really well, and that's make functional devices for the end consumer. Yes, they combine hardware and software to give users the best possible combination of experiences, but they know their limits. They allow third parties to develop applications on the App Store and third parties to develop products that go into the HomeKit framework. And this allows Apple to be successful. They know what they're good at, they do it to the best of their ability, and they allow the experts to focus on what they do best. We want Philips Hue to provide the best-in-class light bulbs. We want Kwikset to provide the best-in-class door locks, and we want Ecobee to provide the best-in-class smart thermostats. Apple knows what they're doing, and they made this decision about 15 years ago, and I believe that they replicated that exact same decision when they started working with HomeKit. We want the experts to shine in their field, and we want Apple to shine in what they do best, and that's making the devices and software for you and me. I hope today's video has brought you a little bit of clarity on Apple's little secret about why they don't make more HomeKit smart home products. They allow the experts to focus on what they do best, while Apple can focus on what they do best, and that's providing us the best functional devices through their hardware and software combination. I hope my examples resonated with you in an easy to understand way so that you can kind of understand where Apple's coming from when they make these decisions. And I think it's an extremely big parallel to the decision they made 15 years ago when they first launched the iPhone. If you enjoyed today's video, it would mean the world to me if you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. That shows me you liked it. And if you want more content from me, feel free to give me a follow on Instagram. I'm posting there every single day. My username is Chris_Oram, and you can follow me there. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and we'll see you in the next one.